recording studios of Melbourne, Australia, to opening for Jeff Healey in Toronto, Canada. All I knew was the 3-chord arrangements and the pentatonic blues scale. Now, I can't teach you how to play with feel, but I can show you how I learnt and how I created chord formations and playing simple lines on the guitar that opened up a whole world of feel. So in this video, I'm going to show you how I did it. Let's go. That was a song that I wrote with a band of mine many moons ago called Lizzie Ray and the 72 Blues Band. We formed in Melbourne and we toured both the east and west coast of America, including Toronto, Canada, which I had the honour of playing in front of Jeff Healey at his bar, I believe. It was my baptism into the big boy school of music, and it's one I'll never forget. Now, again, I got there, and that song is a great example of how simple things, simple arrangements, simple, uncomplex tunes can carry you around the world. And I know that's a bit of a, come on man, calm down sort of statement to make, but it really is, and it ties in with the previous videos I've been making, is the simplest things, the simplest chord arrangements, solos that don't take up too much space are quite often the ones that really have a lot of impact and connect with not only the audience, but with you as a player. And this is how you learn to play with feel. So let's take exactly what I'm doing in this song. The song was called Way Down, and it was released on an album called Fury, I believe it was, again, a long time ago. Now, if you watch my other videos, I love holding the E. I think it's just that blues. Everyone who plays blues loves E. So I'm holding down this E, and we're doing that traditional reach for the G note, right? So all I'm doing is this. So my bass run is, now I put that in with finger picking. Now I practice this a lot, and I think it's a great practice tool. I always, whether I'm writing an album, writing a song, composing music, I get a visual in my head of what's the scene, what's the mystery. So in this, I'm thinking, I can go back to that thought. That is, to me, Robert Johnson's ghost sort of, I'm deep south, there's a moon up, it's spooky, waiting for the devil to meet me at the crossroads sort of thing. And then, the beautiful thing is the lyrics and everything from this song was born from that imagination thing that I practice. Imagination techniques that will improve your songwriting and your compositions, because once you get a storyline in your head, it's always there. So I can remember writing this song. I can't remember where exactly it happened, but I can remember the story. So, that, and the lines went way down, way down, way down, way down. So now I've got this gospel, and I can remember that, and that gives the feel. So you can see now how feel is automatically within the first few chords, few passes of that rhythm, feel has entered, because now this song's almost got an identity. When I say I toured on 3 chords and the pentatonic, scale. This is what I mean. I swear, without a word of a lie, the 12th fret, I lived there, and I lived in the A formation in the 5th, 7th, the pentatonic in A. So majority of my songs are either in A or E because I'm like, I love that spot, and I could be in A and come up here. So in that song, I mimic So now I'm repeating the phrase up in my what I call solo land around the 12th fret. Now what that's allowing me to do is this. I'm still feeling out the rhythm, but my fingers are now in a position where a note might come. Anything might come because I'm in my area I need to be. Back, and I'm just going to keep the groove going. Now I test the waters, I test things out. Do I like it? Don't I like it? But that is a very quick example. Now I can't teach you how to play with feel. That's a very personal journey. But, and especially not in a 10-minute video, but I can support and guide, and this is what I do as an instructor, as a coach and a mentor with musicians is, as I said, the way I got there was through inspiration, listening and feel. Now, they're the three things that I always have in my tuition and my lessons, in my private tuition. So I will say this, if you want support in developing your feel, and if you're stuck and if YouTube videos aren't working for you or short tutorials and you need more support or motivation, get online, get on my website. You'll see the link is in the description of this video. Book a free introductory session. Even if you only want to do the free session, map out a practice plan for you. That is available. It's on my website. To develop your style in this current day and age, it's harder than it was when I was growing up and when I was playing. That's a whole different video. But as I said, if you want some support and guidance, even if it's just a free session, book a session now. I will see you on the next video. Take care, have fun, and keep playing and find your feel. Be unique. We need uniqueness. See you later, everyone.